Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2022, the Modena save, and we have got to talk about the situation right now with the league and the situation that we've just been knocked out of the quarterfinal of the Liga Pro playoffs. Disappointing, but we're going to go over the season review because it should be coming up in any moment now. And I want to show you some new things that I don't think we're going to find. But Monopoly won against versus Intel as well anyway. We literally could have taken on Monopoly the first time. Crying out loud. But yeah, the end of the season has happened. We are now out of the competition. We are going to be looking at Empoli maybe not coming down to our division next year. Sub-2 have won the Super Cup. And I just want to talk about the season review. I really do at this point because the season's been gone badly. We thought we could do well. There's no confetti because we literally did everything we needed to do. Arrivals, Organ CE, 27 goals, 6 assists. He's been a very good appointment in that. And apparently, well, I didn't sign him. You guys signed him. The previous manager signed him. I had no say in that matter. Silvestri got a decent amount of fixtures as well. Del Paoli was okay. Arusu, very good to see him around. 20 appearances in the end he played for us. It's just a shame that we didn't see much more than that. Giovanni was okay. Renzetti, I think we're going to have to let go of. Magliotti, again, young talent, but he didn't play much. Sofani, disappointing. We'll probably let go of him as well because of the fact he's aging and he didn't do very well and he's being paid too much. Mostly looking very good, but he's going to sign for us on 170,000. I have no control over that. Baroni, honestly, I'm kind of disappointed with him. Though Bonfanti was okay, but apparently we're paying this guy too much. How much are we paying this guy? 1.5 grand a week. I can see why they're upset. Marotti, I don't know what they made. Who I put him in the impact sub. I've got to sell him quickly. George Silva, a bit disappointing. That's my move. Azzi, again, disappointing. Deli was okay, but it wasn't amazing either. This guy, apparently we had him on loan. I don't remember this guy, but he's out on loan. And Banis, disappointing me. Very disappointing in the end. I thought he was okay, and then he just let me down big time. But this guy, I don't know what to make of him. Apparently we made some sales. Sub-2 bought this guy from us, and he's now won the league with them, so that's fun. Baruti left us as well. A lot of these people that left us have done not so great things, apparently, apart from one player. But, yeah, I'm just disheartened, honestly. A lot of these players left for nothing, and they wish we actually got deals for them. Loans out. I didn't have a say in half these things, but okay. We sent these guys out on loan, but this guy got 9 goals and 6 assists. He was too good to be loaned out, quite frankly. Why he was loaned out, I don't know, but he was. So, Liga Pro quarterfinal, we wanted to reach the final. We didn't get there. We got to the final of this competition and lost in it. So, hooray. This division, we got to the playoffs. We're not even going to get to the final. We got knocked out in the quarters. Moment to remember, 5-0 win against Ponte was the biggest win. We beat Pascal in the second game of the year, and I genuinely felt after that point we had a time to do something. Deli's goal was actually the best goal of the lot. That tells you how good that goal was in the last video. And we made 2.6 million, or 2.06 million sponsorship. Broadcasting, 643,000, 262,000 in corporate hospitality, and we made just 42 grand in competition prize money. And let's say commercial and retail, we made 250,000. 2.23 million we made from merchandise, 223,000 of that was non-domestic, and we sold 6,111 shirts. Reputation's not going to go up or down, I don't think. This is the line we went for. I think only 3 people really impressed me. Armelino, Organ CE, Silvestri, and Gagno were 7 and above average rating. Everyone else, it's disappointing, quite frankly, but at least most of them. Only 2 players went below a 6.9 though, which is not terrible, I suppose. Accolades, we got none. And fan player of the year, Organ C, no surprise. Gagno was the young player of the year. Deli was the goals of the season. Organ C, most goals. Amelino, most assists. Tremolada, most player of the matches. Organ C, highest average rating. Gearly, most passes per 90. Nice, 92. Records, Organ C is 3 goals in a game in a league and all competitions. Amelino's 11 assists as a record. Gagno's 21 assists, clean sheets was really good. 8 player of the match for that. 8 player of the matches for Tremolada. Stefani had the 9 yellow cards, and Narcisco was 41 and played. Organ C scored in 2 minutes and 49 seconds. It's the fastest ever goal. And we got to reach the playoffs again. That's got to be the aim. And then we've apparently I've got to be in Serie B next year, so they want me to win promotion this season. Okay, that might be a challenge. So, discuss the plans. We're going to make the playoffs. They're happy about that. That's what we want to hear. I don't want to make any promises because I don't want to say anything else. And only Giovannini was upset about that. We hadn't had any promises. And we're looking at this. So, we've got to look at this. And we've got to ask the questions. Gagno, he's going to be a Serie B player, but he doesn't like big matches, which is the problem I find he's having. If it wasn't for that, I think we might have won some games, which we didn't win, unfortunately. And don't know what to make of this. Like, do we look at this and go on? And we're going to transfer this guy. We've got to look at some of these players and say, where do we want to go from here? Who do we want to move on? And what do we do for now? Because we've got really good facilities. We're sharing Feyenoord. I think Feyenoord must be a place we go to for loans. And if we can get the free transfers, we're looking good at that. And getting young talent too. Like Arusu, I'll probably get him back next year. I'm going to be honest. I think he's a player I want back. But the question is, what position am I going to play him in? And are they going to want to send me the guy back? Because I don't know. He's a good right back. Silfani, I've got to look at sending some of these players. They're on too much money, I think. So we've got to look at these wages, look at the talent we have. And in fact, let's look at contracts. 6,000 a week for Trommelada. He's the highest paid player. But he was very disappointing towards the end of the season. So either he ran out of steam or he just wasn't good enough. I don't know. But at the same time, I've got to look at these talents and ask, do I want to work with this? And the fact he's actually I was using the wrong position as well, doesn't help. So we look at these talents. I think we look at him and we got to look at the people and say, do we sell these people on or do we just not renew their contracts? This guy would not renew his contract. I don't want him. He was annoying to me. We've got a lot of people that are on contracts that we probably need to get rid of. Like they're too high of a transfer deal, too high of money. And I don't know. Where do we go from this point of view is the question. Because I don't think Tremolada's worth the money he's been paid. And I'm using it every week. Scarcella we need to get rid of. I just did not see use of him. So he's going to be transfer listed. Can we get rid of him though? Is the question. Surplus to requirement. I've got to look at these talents and ask myself, are they going to be able to start next year? And Murata, as good as he is, I don't want to be paying him 3.5 grand a week. So I've got to let him go. And we need to get rid of him. So we need to lower the wage bill significantly. And we need to get rid of some of these talents that are paid too much. Gagno, I can understand. I don't think we need to replace him. Despite the fact he doesn't like big matches. He was consistent and was not terrible. We paid 62 grand. I'm going to see if I can get a new contract for this guy. He would be an important player. He doesn't like big matches, but if we can work around that, then maybe we can do some stuff. This might be an issue. How much are we paying him at the moment? What is his current existing deal? 2.5. Can I go down to 2.5? Get rid of this? Let's 2.9. I can't give you 2.9. 2.8? Okay, he's fine. We got an extra deal of him. An extra year of him. So that's good. Giovannini, he's on a very long contract, so we don't need to worry about him leaving us, which is perfect. And if we need to make a profit from him, we could. He's wanted by a team in the other division, so that's a player we need to look at and ask, do we want to keep hold of him? And also, I'm going to look at this now. I've got a new assistant manager, and Scarcella we need to get rid of. I think Rossetti we need to get rid of as well. Even though he's a good captain, I don't think I want to be paying him the money we're paying him right now. And he's only a good player for this division. So I think this would be his last year, and I think I have to look at Ponzi and say, you are the man who's going to replace him next year. He's either going to be one side or the other, but we've got so many talent on the other side that it's kind of confusing. Owusu, we use him as a centre back or a right back. We can use him. Delhi, I don't know what to do with you. How much would you want if I was to ask? It's 2 grand. Do I want to pay 2 grand for someone? Yes, he's fairly consistent, but at the same time, he only got 6.72. I don't know if that is worth my time, you know? As much as I hate to say that, I don't know if it's really worth doing that. Because as much as I want to say he's good, I don't know if he's really worth the money. And what's his current contract? His current contract is 825, so I don't know if he's worth that money. Now, Cisco we need to get rid of, and he's on his last year anyway, so we'll definitely get rid of him. So we're looking at people to get rid of. We need to get a new goalkeeper. That is a certainty. Arzi, I think we need to get rid of as well, so let's put him on the transfer list. he's only a decent... Yeah, we need to get rid of him. He's not good enough. And I'm going to transfer list him as well. So we need to get rid of a load of players and work this squad down its age. Because a lot of the talent you're looking at, a lot of the starting talent are pretty old. Like Morata, we need to get rid of because he's old. I should have made that a promise. I just realized. This guy, I don't know why we had him loaned in. He was honestly useless. I never found a reason for him. I mean, we weren't paying any money for him, but it was just not worth my time to keep him around. So we're not going to use him next year. And Menesso, again, aging player, not really worth keeping around. So I'm going to look to sell him. He's on $2,000 a week. Oh my God. Why are people literally get on these high deals? I wish I knew why people on these high deals. So let's look at this again. Contracts, 825, that's fine. It's the $3,000. It's the $3,000, and everything else, I'm just not sure why they're on this sort of money. At least with you, you're going. Suka, what are you? A decent player? I want to get rid of you as well. I think you're only a backup at best. Or we keep him around and just keep him around as a backup and hope with that. So, there's a lot of players I don't need or don't want around. So Vestry, we're definitely keeping around. I think he's good. Is he amazing? No. But he's a leading player for this division, and that's what we need right now. We need players that are leading development of this division. We really do. So that's what we're going to look at. We're going to look at getting rid of a lot of these players and see what we can do with it. Get some loans in from not just Final, but also places like where we got Silva from in Boa Vista, or Lazio, sorry. He wasn't amazing, but he also, I don't think I gave him the best chance either. So Silva could be good. He just wasn't amazing, and I think maybe we look at him and ask, where do we go from here? And we already got some offers, so that's useful. That is very useful, and it's a new Brazilian club. Yes, a Brazilian club. So 50,000. I am happy with this deal. Are you on to me? No. Cool. 50,000, and they want. I just want them out the door. I honestly just want them out the door, and I am happy with that. So hold on, what the hell? And Subturel want Murata, 20 grand. I mean, they're getting promoted. So if it gets them off my bill, I'm happy with this. I am actually happy with that if it gets them off my bill. So I want to give them the ultimatum as well. I'm also going to turn the other one down so I don't want to pay any wage bill. So that's what we're going to look at here. And this guy, I don't want to pay any wages. But it's only 400, which is still 1,900 less. I think I'll accept that. But this is what we're going to do. We've got to get rid of these players on high contracts and not great ability. We weren't using a lot of these players. Why use them? And immediately we get rid of Arzi, who I used every now and again, but only from the bench. And he's not good enough for the division. He's not good enough for the league. Not good enough for the team. We get rid of him. We start to thin the squad. That's the goal. That's what we need to do here. So you want to leave? Okay, I can sell you then. I will sell you for money. Transfer list. Get rid of you. Go. Amelino, come on, deal with this, please. He's dropped the lack of first team football, but now he's going to go. We are going to bring in a younger squad, a younger talent here, because we need to get rid of these talents that are on too much money. And Scarcello is not... Oh, it's his injury. Okay. He's out for another 4 weeks. We can get rid of him. Just him. It's just him that wants to go. So if we can get rid of these players, that's good. We get a lot of money off the wage bill. That's the important part here. And it's not ideal that we are losing out on a lot of things they want to keep hold of, but I wanted to make sure we knew we could do. And Di Piali, 24 years of age, he's the kind of player we need at the club to be around, and he's a ball-winning midfielder, could be box-to-box as well. I think I'm going to tinker the tactic as well next season as well, thinking about this, because we've got too many playmakers, and that's not a good sign. So maybe we have not a ball-winning midfielder. We have a centre midfielder on defend, or we have defensive midfielder on support, not a deep line playmaker. I think we can have a Mazzala on support, for this side. And then have a Mazzala on attack for the other side. I'm going to do what I did for my Siena save and do that. See what we can go with it. And we are also going to tinker this as well. The Tremolada is actually a midfielder, first and foremost. So have that out. Have someone come in. I think we could do something with this. We can get a new midfielder come in. Siafani, I've got to say here now. I think I'm going to sell him. Yes, he played every league game, but there's something about him I just don't like, and he's on $2,000 a week. So let's offer him out, because he's on a bit of money as well. Yeah, I think we've got to sell him. He's not good enough for the division. He's only a good player. I say not good enough. he's our best player at that position right now. So let's try and get Arusu back for next season, I think, as well. We've got mostly coming in, so we can use him in the Zalan support. I think we're going to use this guy next year. And I think I know what I need to do with this. So we have Gurley. We have Amelino do there. Gurley not there. Mostly be there. I can work with this, I think. I've got to work on some ideas around this situation. Or we switch the winger and we do this. We're going to switch the inverted winger and inside forward maybe? Inside forward and support? No. Just have an inverted winger. Just cut inside. And then we have a winger on the other side, maybe? Bonfanti, what are you? A right-footed? You're right-footed. So have two inverted players come inside, cut inside. It leaves the wings a bit exposed, but with the Mazzalas as well, maybe we can have the space coming in, so we have players coming out on the line. Or not. Maybe not do that. Let's actually get Giovannini out of there. What side are you best for? You're a wing on that side. So maybe Giovannini can come there. That's better already. So have Tremalada there. Giovannini will start as a winger first and foremost. And immediately, it feels like a much safer thing. So that's what we're going to do, I think, for next season. I think we'll have the wingbacks still in support, but we have new wingbacks. I think that's the course of action we need to go for. I think Ponzi starts on one side. Who starts on the other side, though, is the question. Renzetti can play there. So I think that's the course of action we're going to work on. I also want to see if we can make this work. And that corner there is going to be a bit exposed. But at the same time, we got Organsii who can do this role. Very nicely indeed. So have the line forward. Organsii made that his own anyway. So have the Mazzalas as well. I'm just rambling on. I just have ideas of what I want to do. And I think a new left back and a new right back would be the course of action if we can't get a replacement for Ponzi. Ponzi's a good player who's got potential. I need to unlock that potential and use him more. And he's also got fair pace. So his pace is good. So we have him bobbing up and down the rings and then use his ability to his advantage. Let's do that. Let's look at this. And also training on the other side. He's accomplished anyway. So having be this, he can knock the ball past his opponent. So he's working on that. He already gets forward whenever possible. So this is going to work wonders for him. Or we have him as a complete wing back on support, maybe? So I'm literally trying to figure out what I want to do with him. Have a complete wing back on one side. What about the other side? Will that work as well, or would it not? Have a complete wing back on one side. Have a wing back on support the other side. I'm trying to figure this out. I want to work with this. I still want to have the shorter passing and have the low cross and play out defense. But I think having the players bobbing off inside, giving options, more options, is going to be the key we need to go for. And Tremalada just didn't do so well last year. I don't think I need Deli on loan again next year as a result then. But we've also got Del Di Pialo, who could be good. Musty could be good as well. So we've already got options for players coming in. And then we've got ideas where we can go. I think defensively is where we need to work on and have maybe someone who can be a good wing back or something. But get rid of Murata because he's on too much money. Bonfanti, I think, could be good. He's already as natural as a striker. So have him be the deep line forward. I think we need to train you as a deep line forward at this point and work with that. I genuinely think we need to work on that. Either that or get him to do the inside forward stuff. So inside forward on support, work on that. He's already a very complete player. We just need to work on other bits and pieces. So doesn't need to cross. That's fine. We don't need to work on that. And agility and balance as well. So if he can work on a few things he needs to work on, I think we're going to be good. So what we're going to do though is end this here. I just want to talk about tactics, honestly, as well as think of ideas what we can do for the future. I want to hear your input. Do you think I'm making the right course of action with some of the ideas I have as he's rejected the contract? Lovely. As Moes has just left. Great. One less thing to worry about. But do you think I'm making the right course of action with some of these ideas I'm getting rid of? The players who are on too much money? Do you think I should also have been more giving with some other players? Or am I making the right course of action? I'm genuinely curious to see what you have to say on this matter. Because I genuinely don't know. We're just 2 points off the title last year. But I want to get better. I want to win the title next year. Any other league we would have won this, I think. But it's one of those things. Either way, though, until next time, goodbye and, well, good night.